Okay, guys, fellow William Shatner fans, this is a tribute to William Shatner. 94 years old, still going strong. I saw Barbara Eden on Club Random, Bill Maher podcast a couple of weeks ago. And she said, she's 94. And Bill was like, wow, And then William Shatner. William Shatner has been on Bill Maher's Club Random, I think twice, maybe three times. He's just so active, amazing. As you know, I would imagine you're a Star Trek fan like I am, to think that William Shatner at 94 is still doing more than some people at 54, at 44, at 34. So I had to do a tribute. I've done birthday greetings, birthday wishes to Mr. Shatner, but this is a tribute. Now, it goes without saying, he is and will always be what? James T. Kirk, Captain Kirk in the Star Trek franchise. And also, of course, in the films. He was in all the classic films, and then he was in the crossover films, Star Trek Generations in 1994. And he is still a Canadian. He works in the United States. He has residency here and, owns property, but he's still a firm and loyal, proud Canadian. He also, of course, was in the original series, animated series, the cartoon. And he's also a great writer. People forget or don't know, he's written many, many books. Now, you can see he collaborates with people, with maybe even sometimes ghostwriters, but he writes them as well. I mean, he's not just, telling someone like a publisher, put, my name on that book and I haven't written. Some of his great guest stars was in Columbo, the great classic Columbo with Peter Falk. And, of course, he was in Third Rock from the Sun. And one of his biggest roles outside Star Trek was in The Practice. Well, Boston Legal. He came from The Practice and then went to Boston Legal. And he won 2 Emmy Awards. 2 Emmy Awards for, I guess, The Practice and for Boston Legal. That's incredible. Never won Emmy Award for Star Trek, for Captain Kirk, right? And then finally, well, not even with him, it's not last but not least, finally, he's done a lot of albums. He's recorded lots of albums. Well, here's really finally, in terms of most recently cool thing. He flew aboard the Blue Origin into space in a suborbital capsule. At age 90, he became the oldest person to fly into space and one of the first 600 to do so. Minutes after the flight, he described something called the overview effect. The overview effect is when you get very kind of emotional. It's like transcendental, pretty amazing. And of course, you only can experience it if you go into space. So there you go. This is the first of a true tribute to him. Like I said, I've done birthday greetings. I did a great one about him being a real life martial artist. All that Kirk Kung Fu or Kirk Fu in Star Trek, he's really a black belt. William Shatner is also a master of the martial arts. So there's just so many things. You can't do one video. I'm sure I'll probably do more. But that's my quick tribute to William Shatner. What do you think? Do you love him? I love him. The other day I was watching a podcast and there I read an article and made a video about Malcolm McDowell working with William Shatner in Generations. And he said, sometimes he could be ridiculous. He would tease him, I guess, on the set. But he made a great point about Malcolm McDowell. He said that without William Shatner, Star Trek might not have been the juggernaut hit it is, and I agree. I mean, Leonard Nimoy, there's many reasons why Gene Roddenberry's genius for creating it, of course. But William Shatner holds it together and did, and we're all the better for it, right? So what do you think? What's your feedback? What's your thoughts? Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.